It's place's best here in Item Sky. Alright, there are a ton of items to talk about in Castlevania 2, Simon's Quest. So let's start with this first one that you should get. It should be the first item you purchase for 50 hearts. This is the Holy Water, a staple in the Castlevania series. This breaks blocks in this game which you cannot otherwise break, allowing you to access otherwise inaccessible areas. Get this early on, hold up, tap B, throw it. It does a little bit of damage, which is useful early on in the game, but mostly for knocking out certain blocks. Now let's talk about the hearts in Castlevania 2, Simon's Quest. We have the little heart, which is worth 2 hearts, the half of a big heart, which is worth 4 hearts, and then the math doesn't work out. Don't try to do the math on this one, but the big heart, 2 halves, somehow we go from 4 to 6. I don't know, whatever. I guess they figured 8 would be a little too generous. I also want to mention that for the little heart, you get 1 experience. For the half heart, the half big heart, you get 3 experience. And the biggest one, you get 5 experience to your level. But like the professor explained, we only get these once we're in an area with, once we're at a certain level and the enemies are hard enough. The game will decide. Just keep an eye and see if that experience level goes up, but just pay attention to the tips the professor gives you, you'll be fine. Alright, next we have the White Crystal, which reveals the first mansion, as well as a hidden platform within said first mansion. So you need this, go ahead and buy it. You'll need it later to trade out for subsequent crystals that you need, so grab this for 50 hearts. There you go. Alright, let's talk about the different whips in Castlevania 2, Simon's Quest. In this game, we don't pick up power-ups for our whips, we purchase better whips. So the first one I recommend buying is the Chain Whip. At the beginning, we start out with just the Leather Whip. Basic, not much to it, does 1 damage. We can buy the Thorn Whip in the same town we start out in for, I want to say, 100 hearts. But if you wait just a little bit longer, you can buy the Chain Whip, which does 4 damage for 150. The much better deal. Just hold out a bit longer, make that purchase right here like we're doing. And then we have, for 8 damage, the Morning Star. Very important item, because if you don't have this whip, you can't trade it in or get the augmentation for the best whip in the game, the Flame Whip, which the professor will show you how to get later on, but 15 damage from the Flame Whip, making it the best whip in the game. Alright, the Oak Stakes will charge you 50 hearts per. Little expensive, you wish you could get more than 1 use out of them, but I don't know, I guess single use, the orbs are that tough, however they want to explain it. I'm pretty sure the guy just wants to make 50 hearts every single time, but this opens the containing orb, which has Dracula's body part for that mansion, so you gotta have it. Alright, Dracula's Rib reflects some projectiles when equipped, not a bad kind of passive item to have equipped. It only deflects things when you're not moving, so you can be ducking or just standing still to deflect it, but when you're moving, it will not protect you, so keep that in mind. Alright, the Holy Fire arcs like holy water, creates flames on the ground which last for a few seconds at the point of contact. Not a bad item for taking down enemies who are just on the ledge beneath you. Alright, the Blue Crystal, we exchanged the white one for the blue one. We use this to access Rover Mansion at the lake by kneeling at the right spot, as the professor will show you in just a moment. Alright, the Laurels grants you 5 to 6 seconds of invincibility. You can carry 4 at most until you get a silk bag, but it's not really necessary. You don't really need these outside of a couple swamp areas in this game, but you can get 2 at a time for 50 hearts. Go ahead and grab them. Not bad idea to have a stockpile now and then, but yeah, the Laurels. Alright, the Garlic summons the right person in a graveyard if you're at the right spot. Just make sure you're in the right spot to use this, and you can get an item from a person in the graveyard. Alright, the Silver Dagger, a throwable dagger which does 7 damage but consumes 1 heart every time you use it by holding up and pressing B. Not too bad if you ask me. Alright, Dracula's Heart. We need this to show to the ferryman a little bit later to access the third mansion. So just keep that in mind. The professor will explain when you get there, but that's what it's for. Alright, the gold dagger in Castlevania 2 Simon's Quest gets my award for item of the game. It does 15 damage with each hit. It stun locks, it costs 2 hearts, and I say it does 15 damage with each hit, but when it launches, when it makes contact with your victim, it does subsequent hits as it catches fire. Given the fact that they're stun locked, it's doing like 45 damage every time you do a successful hit. This positively murders bosses later in the game, as Gary will explain. So good, it's OP. It's completely overpowered in this game, but that's not your fault. Use it. Alright, Dracula's Eye allows you to see items behind false blocks before you break them. Like you could use holy water on something. You wouldn't know where to use it. If you have the eye equipped, now you'll know how to use it. Not really necessary since we're showing you where to use your holy water, but there you go. That's what Dracula's Eye does. Alright, the red and final crystal summons the tornado to take you to the 4th mansion and drains the lake later in the game. Gotta be kneeling at just the right spot, which a lot of people find very frustrating, understandably so. We'll show you where to use them, where to do it, but yes, the red crystal used for that purpose, the final crystal in the game. Alright, Dracula's nail this time breaks certain blocks like the holy water, but you can use your whip to do it when it's equipped. Thanks for watching, and don't forget to like and comment on this video, and click subscribe if you haven't already, as this seriously helps me to keep making great content for you. And check the description of this video to see what song is playing right now. Please don't pretend that we're